This is the BBC.
This podcast is supported by advertising outside the UK. This is the BBC.
Hello, I'm here to tell you that if you want a quick taste of some big-name comedy performers and the best new talent over the Edinburgh Fringe this August, all you have to do is ask your smart speaker to give me a late-night laugh. Simple as that. A different comic, a different gag, every night.
Hello, and welcome to the Comedy of the Week podcast from BBC Radio 4. All the best comedy to keep you laughing. Here's today's show. Enjoy!
Appisodes by Felicity Ward.
Hello, my name is Felicity Ward and welcome to my show Appisodes, where each episode is about an app on your phone. We all know what an app is. If you're under 50, they're your essential connection to a world of information and communication. If you're over 50, an app is one of those little boxes on your mobile phone that your daughter downloaded for you, and you don't know what it does, but you can't find it anyway. I'm sorry to generalise about an older generation in technology, but I can't tell you how many hour-long video Skype calls I've had with my mother's moustache. And she's blonde, but from that proximity I really get that she's a mammal, you know? There are lots of apps available on your phone that do different jobs for you. There are even apps now that help treat mental and physical illness. Your phone is like having a doctor in your pocket who you once accidentally smashed in the face. That's what I want to explore in this show. Can apps have a positive effect on my mental and physical health? In each episode, I'll download an app onto my phone and play it for you to see if it can help me with a particular issue of mine. And you'll be delighted to know I am absolutely riddled with problems. I've got insomnia, I've got irritable bowel syndrome, I've got anxiety, I've got depression. The BBC looked at me and thought, well, that's a 4-part series if ever I saw one. Using an app to get well might sound lazy, but I'll have you know, I will go to any lengths to get well, if it's easy. I will do anything if it's easy. I saw my friend the other day and she looked so relaxed and happy. And I said, what have you been doing? You look amazing. She said, I saw a dietitian. I said, go on. She said, they ran some tests. I said, I love tests. Go on. She said, all I had to do was cut out sugar, wheat and dairy. And I said, you lost me at cut. I mean, who has time to see a doctor when I could just download an application right now that misspells the word health? Shouldn't we all be taking better care of our mental heat? Insomnia makes me lose all common sense. 5 days without proper sleep and I can go full frog in a sock. Like day 1, I think, well, I had a bit of a rough sleep, but I'm sure it was a one-off. Day 2, I think, my concentration's pretty bad. I should probably catch the train rather than drive. By day 5 with no sleep, I'm like, maybe 9/11 was an inside job. And each insomniac has their own uniform that they wear to bed. They vary slightly, but mine is 100% cotton men's pyjamas, a sleeping mask, earplugs, and I wear a mouth guard so I don't grind my teeth down to a paste. It also gives me a lisp, which is very sexy. So my ears, my eyes and my mouth are covered and I'm wearing old man pyjamas. I look like I've been kidnapped from a geriatric slumber party. This week, I want to find an app to help cure my insomnia. So if I look at the App Store on my phone, there are hundreds of apps that claim to do just that. These are apps that you download onto your phone and they help you to get to sleep by playing the sounds of the rain and then telling you a boring story. It's usually someone with like a soft, slow, soothing voice. And they're like, hello, welcome to Sleepy, Sleep, Sleep. Sleepity, sleep, sleep. Sleepy time. And you're drifting off, you're like, I don't know if I'm falling asleep or I'm aroused. These kinds of things are nothing new, of course. They just used to exist on CDs and cassettes. Do you remember when subliminal sleep tapes were really popular? And you'd have to turn them over halfway through? So I'm going through some of the titles on the App Store on my phone now. Some of the names are Sleep Cycle, Sleep Time, Eat, Sleep, Rave, Repeat. Oh, no, sorry, that's a Fatboy Slim song. Oh, how about we download this one? It's called Do It in Your Sleep. Just before I press play, in my experience, there are two very distinct types of health apps. One that's been voiced and developed by an actual doctor, or a white person that spent too long travelling in Southeast Asia. Let's see if he's either one of those. All right, pressing play.
Hi, I'm Chance Dupree, and I've created a tailored sleep app guaranteed to send you off to the land of Nod. After an extensive trip to Thailand,
Bingo!
I realized my true purpose in life, to send people to sleep. Insomnia is a condition when someone is trying to sleep but they can't. I used to have the same thing. I was awake for days at a time, sometimes even naturally.
Sounds like this app was brought to you by methamphetamines.
But with my tried and tested sleeping methods, you can rest assured I'll have you sleeping forever.
Is he going to kill me? I don't care. I'm still going to download the app. I am that desperate for help. All right, pressing download. So let's see if this can put us to sleep. You might be listening to this as you're going to bed. You might have insomnia and you've been trying to sleep since the Archers. So let's dim the lights and let Chance Dupree tuck us into bed for the evening.
A reminder not to listen to this if you are driving, operating heavy machinery, or playing Texas Hold'em poker. On a trip to Thailand, I sought to broaden my horizons on the Phi Phi Islands. It's a very misleading name and definitely not what I paid $4,000 for. But while I was there, I learned the ancient technique of sleep stories.
I just want to pause that for a second. So insomnia apps will usually have a range of these sleep stories. It's an anecdote told slowly and poorly by someone you've never met that will literally bore you to sleep. If you've ever been to a family reunion, very similar.
Select your sleep story to listen to. Drifting into the night. Casper the narcoleptic ghost. Snow White and the Seven Dwarves, all of whom are called Sleepy. Rohypnol? Question mark?
I have my own personal experience that's like a sleep story. Insomniacs will know this one. You're lying in bed, looking like a maniac. You pop on some whale music on your laptop. Relaxing. I know. You've had a cup of chamomile tea. You've put your phone in the lounge room, you snuggle under the covers, you switch off the lamp, and you're just about to drift off when you wonder, did I leave the stove on? Maybe you should check it just in case. Remember that story on the news when a young woman who lived alone fell asleep watching TV with the bar heater on and she burnt alive and nobody found her for 3 weeks and they had to identify her from her dental records? That could be you. Your body surges with adrenaline. You whip back the blankets, stomp to the kitchen to confirm that you have indeed turned all 4 burners off. Of course you have. You march back to bed, you lay down on the mattress, and you really headbutt your pillow with the side of your head to show it that you mean business. It's hot. 1 leg outside of the blankets, 2 legs outside the blankets. All right, pyjama bottoms off, legs out of the blankets, arms out of the blankets, midriff covered. Sleeping on your back, on your side, on your front, top half on your front, right leg crouched up near your right arm, right leg down, left leg up near your left arm. Do it on your back, pillow under your knees. Oh yeah, pillow under your knees. Oh, you've got it. Oh, you've done it. Oh, you could definitely sleep like this. Why didn't you do that before? Yes. Oh, you drank a lot of water before bed, didn't you? So that was my sleep story. Funnily enough, it's not very relaxing for me. So let's go with one of Chance Dupree's.
Hey, it's me, Chance Dupree, and this is Drifting into the Night. Feeling sleepy yet? Me too. I want you to close your eyes and think about the ocean. A flat ocean, like blue glass shimmering on a placid sea. Shark! Just kidding.
Joke's on him. I'm Australian. Sharks make me homesick.
So, we're on the water. It's a sunny day. You're floating on a lilo. Your feet dangling over the edge. Toes in the water.
Let me guess, shark again? Oh, come on. Is he serious? He put himself to sleep. That is one happy customer. And in just 43 seconds, too. It's not the first time a man's put himself to sleep in 43 seconds in front of me. Yuck, 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 yuck. I hate myself. So while he's having a power nap, let's see what else is on the app. Oh, yes, sleep suggestions, of course. So in addition to the sleep stories, these insomnia apps will include advice, and they call them sleep suggestions. And much like serving suggestions, they are wildly misguided. We all know a bottle of wine doesn't serve sex. Children, maybe. All right, let's see what this whack job Chance Dupree recommends to get a good night's sleep. All right, this story looks weirdly normal. It's called Letting Go of Yesterday.
Welcome to Letting Go of Yesterday. Close your eyes. Empty your head of thoughts. Put aside your worries of the day. Perhaps you had an unkind word with a coworker. Perhaps you let a friend down. Perhaps you booked a one-way ticket to Asia. It's not important anymore. They didn't find you. You walk down a set of stairs. You open a door. And don't worry, you've been invited in this time. Not like when Linda had that party and she was all like, "It's time to go! You're making a scene!"
Sorry to pause it again, but that's the thing. These apps assume you will fall asleep quickly, so they go off on these wild tangents. Let's fast forward further into it and see if he gets more inappropriate.
She left me! Linda, why did you leave me? Come back! The court case is still pending!
Linda sounds like she got out at the right time. I bet she's sleeping like a baby right now. I know it's gossipy, but I really want to know what happens next.
Then my dad said, "You get out of the house and never come back." I'm like, "You're just like Linda!" I've just got to get back to nature, man. Okay, oh yeah, sleepy time. Now, let's take a relaxing midnight walk to the abandoned wood down the back of the car park. This is relaxing. Wait, did you hear that? Is someone behind me?
Apologies to the people who are actually counting on this app to get to sleep. This is compelling.
They've stopped chasing you, you think. You take shelter in what appears to be an empty cave. You feel around in the dark. What luck! Someone's left a warm, furry rug in the cave. Hey, it moves up and down, up and down. You lay your head down on it, exhausted, and you drift off, finally able to let go of yesterday. Sweet dreams. Is that a paw?
And that's how it ends for our old friend Chance Dupree, being mauled by a bear in the woods.
Would you like to rate and review this app? I need this.
Sure, I'll rate and review. Okay. This is the worst insomnia app I've ever used. Unprofessional, inexperienced, and more mentally unstable than me. Would recommend for truck drivers who need to stay awake at the wheel. Hope things work out with Linda, 5 stars. I think it's safe to say that I gave it a go, but like many of these apps, it didn't cure my insomnia. So that's me, Felicity Ward, and my search for better mental health continues, one app at a time. If you do have insomnia, this episode was for you, and I won't be offended if you fell asleep during it. Honestly, I'd take it as a compliment.
Appisodes was written and performed by Felicity Ward and featured Bobby Mayer as Chance Dupree. The script editor was Gareth Gwynn and the producer was Adnan Ahmed. It was a BBC Studios production.
That's it for this episode of Comedy of the Week. I hope you enjoyed it. See you next time for more comedy from BBC Radio 4.
When was the first time that you saw your face tattooed on somebody's body part?
This summer, don't forget to pack a castaway or two.
There's a constant voice that's saying, "Oh, stop it. Oh, just give up. Rubbish."
You're a ball of energy.
Oh, I know, it's because I'm excited to be here.
travel with Matt Smith, Charlie Brooker, Nicola Adams, or over 2,000 other companions.
I stepped into the centre of the ring, and when I won, they said it was equivalent to the same amount of noise as a jumbo jet taking off.
Search for Desert Island Discs wherever you get your podcasts.